Today's topic is a question that I hear a lot, and that is, why do people cheat on the people that they love? Hi, I'm Dr. Kate Balestrieri. I am a licensed psychologist, certified sex therapist, certified sex addiction therapist, and a PACT 3 couples therapist. If you're interested in topics around sex, mental health, and relationships, subscribe to this channel, comment below with any questions or ideas you'd like to see in future videos. So as a psychologist and sex therapist who frequently works with couples, the question that I get a lot is, why do people cheat on people they love? People often wonder why couples don't just break up before infidelity happens. And while that would be an ideal choice for all people involved in the long run, potentially, the answer to that question is more complex than a quick cookie-cutter succinct answer. That said, we can look at some of the most common reasons someone makes the decision to have an affair or cheat instead of breaking up with their partner, which is what I'm going to talk about today in this video. So let's dive deeper into it. Infidelity or cheating is a complex and emotionally charged topic in relationships, and understanding the reasons behind it can be really challenging, especially for the partner who has been betrayed. In order to understand the why, it can be helpful to look at what we know to be true about infidelity. According to research, when it comes to married couples, it's estimated that around 20% have engaged in some kind of extra-relational affair, and the number increases to about 70% for unmarried couples. The current research has not caught up with the expansion of gender identity and expression, so less is known about infidelity rates amongst transgender or non-binary folks at this time than is known about infidelity amongst cisgender men and women. What we do know is that there are some common reasons why people tend to cheat on their partner, so let's talk about it. Number one is a lack of emotional connection. One common reason that people cheat can be due to feeling emotionally disconnected from their partner. Maybe they don't feel love as intensely for their partner as they once did, which leads them to seeking some kind of connection outside their primary relationship. Telling your partner you don't feel connected to them can be really scary, and a lot of folks find it easier to avoid talking about that disconnection, and that's when their decision-making can become compromised, and when they may choose to cheat instead of leaning into the discomfort of that communication. Number two, they want more variety. So as humans, we have a natural inclination toward seeking novelty and variety, and that includes our sexual experiences. If someone doesn't feel able to express to their partner that they would like more excitement in their sex life, or their partner's not on board for what they're requesting, then they might resort to seeking out the novelty they're looking for within the context of other sexual experiences. Number three, in general, they have issues with monogamy. Due to compulsory monogamy, many people don't even realize that they are more oriented toward a multi-partner dynamic, such as ethical or consensual non-monogamy, polyamory, open relationships, or other alternative relationship lifestyles. It can be really hard for someone to be fulfilled long-term in one committed relationship. It can sometimes take someone cheating multiple times before they realize that the monogamous relationship style isn't for them. But that doesn't mean that the actions of cheating are not harmful for the partner on the other end. Next, they have unmet sexual needs. A significant factor when it comes to infidelity is someone feeling like their sexual needs are not being met in their primary relationship. This can occur when a couple has a mismatch in their libido, a discrepancy in their desire, or different sexual preferences. And instead of discussing how to become more aligned sexually, they might try to get their sexual needs met outside of their relationship. Next up, revenge or retaliation. In some cases, infidelity can be a response to another betrayal or a rupture that's happened in the relationship. The betrayal could be due to another event of infidelity, feeling abandoned by their partner, and other reasons stemming from someone feeling slighted somehow in the relationship. And while revenge can feel like it would be vindicating in the moment, it's important to note that revenge does not equal justice. And if you're seeking revenge, what you actually might be seeking is wanting justice for the pain you're feeling. So cheating in this example is often a way to restore a sense of power or to not feel a sense of shame that comes with the original relationship rupture. Next, they may struggle with self-esteem. So some people cheat because of low self-esteem and the need they have for validation from other people to feel valued, wanted, or important. To this person, it might not feel enough to have one person who wants a relationship with them. They may really rely on being wanted by multiple people, and thus they seek validation outside of their main relationship. Next, Someone might struggle with compulsive sexual behavior. But when someone does struggle with compulsive behavior around sex, it's not uncommon for infidelity to be present, especially if that person is in a relationship. The partner struggling with compulsive sexual behavior might engage in cheating as a part of their acting out behavior. It's important to note that a history of infidelity does not automatically mean that someone struggles with compulsive sexual behavior, but cheating is a common occurrence for those who do. Next, anxiety around major transitions. When people experience major life transitions, whether positive transitions like getting engaged, married, or getting pregnant, having a baby, or negative life transitions like losing a job or experiencing the death of a loved one, change can be really hard to process, and some people don't have enough coping skills to help them move through those points. It's actually not uncommon in heterosexual relationships, in fact, for the male partner to cheat once his partner becomes pregnant, according to a 2020 study that I'll link below in the video description. One theory as to why this happens is due to an unconscious fear around being forgotten by the partner who will be birthing the baby. In an attempt to quell those anxieties, a person might seek out connection with another outside the relationship as a way to preserve a sense of being cared for. So it's important to emphasize that there's really no one-size-fits-all explanation for infidelity, as each case is unique and influenced by a combination of factors. But infidelity can be painful, obviously, for the person who's being cheated on. But also, fidelity violating behavior can impact the people who are violating the fidelity agreements in their relationship. They can feel a sense of shame, embarrassment, and guilt around their actions. The good news is that as a psychologist and sex therapist who's been working with couples for many years, I can say that couples, when they're willing to put the work in to heal, are often able to come out on the other end of infidelity, sometimes stronger than they once were. But it's really important to mention that it is so valid if you've been cheated on and you want to leave the person who hurt you. There's no right or wrong way, though the most productive way is whichever outcome feels most in alignment with your values and what you want in a relationship. So that wraps up the question of why do people cheat on the people they love. I hope this information has been helpful and has given you some insight as to the motivations for infidelity. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to hear more topics like this one, and feel free to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below for future videos. And if you're in need of support, as always, you can reach out to our practice, Modern Intimacy. You can schedule a free 30-minute consultation anytime at modernintimacy.com/contact. I'll link that down in the notes below too. All right, we'll see you next time.